A little Radiohead. Earl, you surprised me today.
Perfect choice for a perfect day.
I never took you for a head. It is the Ron and Fez show, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. I'm Ron, there's Fez.
Hiya, buddies.
And Pitsy's happy because the Mets are still alive. I honestly, in my head, I was going like, what's Earl going to pick today? I honestly thought it was going to be Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Pitsy, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm doing great, Ron. The place was rocking last night.
You were there at the game?
Yeah, and I'm going tonight, too.
I have, I'm a person that believes in the gimmick. If you don't win 6, you ain't going to win 7. It ain't going to happen for you. You got to put those guys away when you have the opportunity.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
There's no way they're going to lose tonight at all.
You hungover again today?
No, I cut back on the drinking from last week.
Did you bring my DVDs back to me? Because Earl's watching you like a hawk.
Not yet. I'm almost done with that, too.
Oh, are you slipping? I can't wait till this series is over and the Mets are out of it so that he can get back on his game and get back to work. Slacker.
How cranky fax gets.
You were going to say fats, weren't you? Instead of Fez, you were going to yell fats.
Fax is what I said, like you were a fax machine. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I didn't get a great amount of sleep. I'm running around doing things, making things happen. It's the last of the warm weather, Fez.
Oh yeah, you got to go out now, or it's in a few more weeks. Yeah. Forget it. You'd just be barricaded inside.
Let me tell you, I leave here yesterday. I go off to see a film. I went to see that Recognizing Your Saints. Is that the name of it, Earl?
A Guide to Recognizing Your Saints.
Thank you very much. Earl does everything just so perfect for me. So, a good movie, all about, and Dave, you should probably see, living in Astoria.
Nice.
Which looks like living in the DMZ, if I'm going to be honest with you. It looked like not the best place in the world to live. And I thought at one point I saw Mikey D's car, but I can't be sure. We should probably get a hold of him today. But anyway, so I come out. It's a fine movie, great acting in it. I'm really in a great mood. I come out and I'm walking down. I'm in the Upper West Side. I go past this store. I can't remember the name of it. Some fucking corporate store. Fez, there were 3 Christmas trees and Christmas decorations all in it.
Oh, it's time. It's mid-October. It is Christmas season.
Where is that war on Christmas that I heard so much about? I'm not ready for Christmas.
There was a war on Christmas. Good news. Christmas won and has taken over.
I believe that you're right. Facts. You could
Fez. I don't need another nickname.
I'll go back to T-Bone if you want.
No, thank you.
Then it's facts it is. I don't know where that came from, and I apologize to you.
With the Christmas decorations, they're going up in October. They stay up into the Super Bowl, at least. That's February. So you're basically looking at almost half a year of Christmas.
See, I would have no idea, because I don't go out after the 31st. Then I wait to the thaw. You're cranky today. You're in no kind of a good mood. By the way, I was pounding on the window last night yelling at those people. It's still Rocktober. It's still Rocktober.
Didn't work for you, did it?
No.
They didn't take those trees down.
But I did like yelling and screaming on the street like a maniac.
I had a nightmare night last night that I wasn't even expecting.
Boy sex gone bad?
No, not boy sex gone bad.
Did you not get a reach around?
It had nothing to do with sex. This had to do with relatives. Relatives in from... No sex. Relatives in from Canada.
Facts. That's insects.
So I had the...
oh, yeah, that's right. You told us yesterday you had your Canuck relatives in.
Yeah, cousins that I hadn't even met. 2 cousins. One of them brought their husband.
See, I don't understand that. How do you meet people that you've never met? You made it to this far in your life.
Right.
So any cousin is not close at that point.
Yeah, and I should clarify this. Not first cousins, more or less like my mother's cousins. And my aunt was in town. They're on some sort of tour of New York City, so they...
Yeah, that's never been done much. What is it, a bus tour?
Yeah, exactly. The bus from Canada to New York City, then bus tour around the city.
Yeah.
So my mother calls me up and insists that I go meet with them, that I hook out, have a lunch, a dinner, something with them.
How old are these people?
They are all in their 60s.
All right, so,
My aunt, I believe, is in her 70s.
all right, so these people made it to their 70s and never once got it into their crawl. Hey, who's Toddy Boy? Maybe I should send him a present when he's 5 or 10. Now they decide to meet you at this point of their life.
Right, because now they're on this tour and they think, oh, we're connected. We know somebody that lives in New York City.
We know somebody in the Big Apple.
Sure. So that's going to show us something spectacular that we won't get on the tour. Like,
Now-
what do I know?
Now you're Regis. I know you could not call a guy who stays in his house more.
I would have to ask them where to find the Empire State Building.
So what happens? How do you even talk to them? Your mom does the in-between work?
Yeah, so my mom gives my number to the relatives who are calling me saying,
Oh,
hey,
jeez.
we're in town Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, let's get together.
I don't even, first of all, my mom doesn't even feel close enough to me to call, let alone hand my number out to some relative I've never heard of before.
So my mother's telling them to call me. We're in town these 3 days. I put it off to the last day, Wednesday, because
Right.
they're back on a bus to Canada today.
First of all, what a trip that is, a bus from Canada to the city.
Just joy. So I decided, I meet them.
Hey, high rollers, how's that bus trip?
So they took one of those Circle Line boat
course.
tours around the island of Manhattan.
Of course they did.
Any cheesy touristy thing they could possibly do.
The double-decker thing. So they're
Right.
seeing New York, but they're actually not in New York. They're treating it like it's a goddamn zoo.
They don't have to touch any of New York.
It's one of those safari zoos where you see the natives in their natural habitat.
So I figure, all right, I will meet them for dinner. I meet
Okay.
them for dinner, 8:30 last night, Midtown Manhattan.
Right.
Nice restaurant. I figure, all right, here come the cousins.
What restaurant you go to?
We went to one of the Shelley's restaurants, the Red Eye Grill,
Okay.
on 56th and 7th.
The tourists will love that one.
Oh, sure. I mean, it's a great-looking place.
Yeah.
The food's good. It's perfect for them.
And for whatever reason, it's like the media center. There's always a lot of TV people eating in there, like news people.
I was really hoping Katie Couric was sitting at a table there having a post-CBS Evening News meal where they could see her, and then it's like, oh, Toddy Boy, got us Katie Couric. Then I'm a big effing hero.
We did see Katie Couric eating in there one day.
So I said, all right, I call up my aunt, and I tell the cousins, meet me there at 8:30. I'd love to take them to dinner.
Sure.
So I'm nice enough to do that.
All right. Already, when you say I'm nice enough,
Yeah,
this didn't go well.
it does not go well.
Yeah.
These Canadian animals,
Yeah.
they know I'm taking them out to dinner now.
You're on the tab.
Yeah. They go frickin' ape shit in this restaurant. I couldn't believe it. There was no restraint whatsoever when you're someone's guest. I don't understand it.
What did they start with?
Well, first the waitress comes over and says, can I get anyone anything from the bar?
Yeah.
So I expected maybe a beer. So,
Right.
maybe they'll get some beers or, even a martini, something like that. They all order pina coladas.
Boat drinks!
And I'm thinking,
Toddy Boy's buying boat drinks. These fuckers would never buy a pina colada on their own nickel.
no, I'm thinking, we're in a Midtown Manhattan restaurant. What the hell are you doing ordering cruise ship specials? The waitress actually looked at them and said, I don't know if we can do that.
How can you not make a pina colada if you're in a bar?
So she had to check, if they had everything to make a pina colada.
Get the Buffett book out and check it.
So here...
So already, I bet you're running the tab in your head. You got a calculator because you don't know this about facts. Fez, he's the cheapest human being on the planet. The fact that you didn't take them to graze papaya for some dogs is beyond me. And they probably would have loved it.
Yeah, and it's like, for a draft beer, it's like $6, $7 for a beer in Manhattan, especially in Midtown there. And I'm thinking, pina coladas, these things got to be going for $25 a piece. And then it's appetizers. And it's salads. And it's more than one appetizers. And they all are having the frickin' surf and turf. For dinner. I mean, just ordering whatever they could
right.
off of the menu.
Give us the grand total. What did it come to?
This thing was $350. It's not funny. Before the tip.
You fucking... first of all, Fez is one of those guys like in the movies where there's a moth coming out of his wallet pocket. He doesn't touch his wallet.
No, and these are people, 3 of the 4 of them, I don't even know. I've never met until that night.
Now, did you try to go light to try to set an example? You're going, oh no, no appetizer for me.
Yeah, you know me, I had my Cobb salad. I wasn't even having a steak. No red meat, no seafood.
First of all, Fez never even orders food unless Wiki's got the corporate card, and then he's... Now you know what Wiki feels like next to you.
Wiki can expense it.
You're their Wiki.
I should have had them on the show so I could have expensed it. Just call in for 2 seconds, Aunt Pat, so I can expense this thing to XM. That we get, then it's like they stuff their faces, and the drinks are flowing. They asked for some drink called a Bloody Caesar that I had never even heard of.
It's a big Canadian drink, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess it's like a clam juice and Worcestershire sauce. And
what kind of sauce?
Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, my God, you struggle with your own language.
And vodka.
What is your native tongue?
English.
I lost that bet.
So, I mean, they're just stuffing themselves to the gills.
Mm-hmm.
Then they bring the dessert menu out. So I'm thinking, they're all going to say, no, I'm too full for dessert. They couldn't possibly get dessert in their faces. They all order dessert. Instead of that thing of like, hey, here's something, let's get this for the table. Let's order a couple of things.
And give us 4 forks.
Right, and everyone will just eat off of it. Here comes these 4 giant desserts now. And I am just seeing the cash register spin in my mind.
So the whole thing took you over 4 bills.
Yeah.
Of people that you never even met before.
Yeah.
You should have knocked the fucking table over.
That I was forced to do, that my mother insisted I take these people out to eat. Her relatives, I guess they're mine, but still, more her cousins than mine. She's met them, I haven't. I'm sitting there with strangers. I should have taken 4 homeless people off the street and said, hey guys, let's live it up.
This could make a great children's book. Cheapy picks up the tab.
Over $400 by the time I was done getting out of there.
Bob, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Fez, how are you sitting down today? Because your asshole must really hurt from pulling that wallet out of there.
First of all, his wallet pocket is tighter than his asshole. That is a fucking fact. You couldn't slip a fucking dick into his wallet pocket. That thing is sealed with crazy glue.
If I had the money, Ronnie, I'd spend it.
You got your communion money, you cheap prick. You're the cheapest man I've ever met in my life.
You don't know when a rainy day's coming along.
You are frugal, and I'm saying that as a guy who works the same place as Opie. You are unbelievably cheap.
This will come out of any sort of money that I was going to spend on my mother's Christmas present. You know what? That's her gift. That's her gift now, because I had to take her family out to eat.
Now, did you put on a big deal and let everybody see the 4 bills?
Oh,
did you act like, wow, 400?
When they brought the check, I thought for sure one of these cheap-ass Canadians would say, you know what, that's too much. you know, let us, here's some money. That check sat there so long before I finally made a move for my wallet, just thinking one of them would do the right thing.
Hey, Randy, you're on Run a Fez.
Big S307, buddies.
Hey, buddy.
While you eating, Fez, were you counting how much dancing shrimp you got when you got it?
That's true. This is your payback for acting like a cheap bastard yesterday that you should get 5 pieces of shrimp and 5 scallops with any meal.
Yeah.
And remember, those shrimps can cost $3 a piece.
I think these were about $30 a piece last night.
Eric, you're on Run a Fez.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey, buddy.
I wanted to ask Fez, which was a more miserable experience, taking out your relatives or taking out Elfish? See ya.
Eric, you nailed it on the head. I was with 4 Canadian Elfishes last night. That is it. The way they were drinking it up, eating it up, and just expecting to walk out scot-free.
Here's the thing. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, Fez told us that he counts the fucking squares on toilet paper rolls. This is how cheap he is. He's like one of those old ladies that lives, and then you find out they're fucking worth millions after they die, and you're like, why did she live with all those cats and fucking shopping bags?
And then they leave it to the SPCA.
Yeah.
Not even to a person.
And the other thing about you, Fez, is you don't even leave your fucking house after dark.
No, I don't like to go out at night.
First of all, I think you did the right thing. I think they went out and had a lovely meal, and you should feel good about yourself.
The right thing?
Yeah.
Spending almost $500 on people I don't know is the right thing?
This thing has went from $350 to $500. I know you didn't throw out $150 as a tip, you cheap prick.
Oh, no. I was sitting there. I was writing on a napkin, on a cloth napkin, trying to figure out exactly what 15% was.
15? It's 18, you cheap prick.
Oh, I owe that woman some money.
You did look like a table full of Canadians.
Oh, and they kept telling the waitress we're from Canada, like she gives a flying rat's ass.
You don't need to work blue. Seriously. I can't work if you're going to curse through the whole show. You all right now?
No, I'm ticked. And here's the thing. I'm going to get that credit card bill in a few weeks, and I'm going to see it, and it's all going to come flowing right back to me.
This is the fucking happiest I've been.
Do not be happy about this.
Because you live your life too cheaply.
I do not. I like to save my money. I don't like to throw it away on strangers. Maybe some loved ones. These were just ones. They weren't loved. They were just ones.
Well, now they're your relatives. Now they're your people.
And then, we had the best time, eh?
Stop making fun of their culture. You took a couple of ladies out. You had some laughs. You had some boat drinks. Who's not going to enjoy that?
Oh, and they're telling me, if you're up in Canada, it's our turn to buy.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to get a frickin' halibut or something. You know I'm not even getting close to what I paid if I go to Canada. I ought to do it. I ought to get on a plane, fly to Canada next week, and just start living it up on their dime. And I'd end up paying for it, too. I know it. I know it would backfire on me.
Now I don't mind those Christmas trees up. Christmas has come early for me. Finally once, you see what it's like.
This is not a gift. This was a rape.
If anything, now starting to enjoy your money. You made it. You earned it. Spend it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. So, the tab comes. They know it's going to be huge. They've seen the prices on the menu and have the nerve to say to me, you must be doing all right for yourself in that radio job. Like they want to know how much money I'm making that I can afford to take the idiot quartet out to eat at this place.
But Fez, it's true. You do make enough money to have that night. What's the big deal? Live a little.
People are going to keep expecting it.
What, they're going to be back in a couple of weeks?
Oh, they'll be back. Now they have my number.
JJ, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies, I just wondered, Fez sounds like such a miserable bastard. What's his idea of a good night, going out, splurging, having a good time, and you can sit at home and just say you enjoyed it instead of feeling guilty about it?
I'm going to tell you the truth, JJ. There's no such thing as an enjoyable night out for Fez splurging. Yes, if it's on somebody else's nickel, like the Christmas party he goes crazy for.
Love it.
If Wiki's taking us out with a corporate card, he'll enjoy himself. Because he feels like he's stealing. He feels like he's looting. It's not a matter of enjoying. You don't enjoy life. That's the sad thing about you.
I enjoy life. I don't enjoy financing someone else's great life.
So you dropped 4 bills. On strangers. What's the big deal?
I almost started crying when I had to finally pull the credit card out.
When I hear the way you talk, you would never be able to have a Coke problem. You have no idea what it's like to have a Coke problem. Because you can't sit around penny pinching. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Roger, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, Ron? Fax, How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, I got a question for Fez. That 4 pills, isn't that about 10 minutes of your pay? I mean, geez, come on.
Exactly. He's doing very well for himself. It means nothing to him, but he hides on like he's a depression baby.
Roger, not so much about the money. It's about being taken advantage of.
Bullshit.
It's the principle of it, Ron.
I'm guaranteeing you would have rather taken a stop sign up the ass You would have rather taken that than reach in and pour $4 bills out of your pocket. You're a cheap prick.
They knew I was paying. They knew where they were at, and they took advantage. And did not even offer as much as a dime. Not even, let us get the tip, eh?
If someone invites you out to dinner, which you did,
right,
through your mother, through your mom saying, let my boy take you out to dinner, to reach into your wallet and attempt to pay would be an insult.
The offer could come along.
You were going to let those old ladies pay.
I would have accepted it if it made them feel better.
It doesn't make them feel better.
They should.
It makes them feel better to have you pay.
They should have. They should be on that bus to Canada right now feeling so guilty.
I bet they're laughing their asses off. Look at the knot on his forehead from the grimace he's had. Look at him.
It's a permanent scowl that was there all through dinner. As another thing got ordered.
So all you ordered was a Cobb salad.
Right.
You skipped appetizers, drinks. I bet you drank water, you prick.
Oh, yeah.
You always know when Fez is paying, he drinks water.
Tap. Don't bring one of those bottles of Pellegrino around.
And no dessert for you.
No.
So you spend half the night really not eating at all or drinking, just watching these other four people.
Yeah, over $400 tab. I think maybe 20 of it was mine.
I think you did a nice thing.
23 for my Cobb salad.
You gotta remember, that's your people. That's family, it's blood.
I don't even know them.
Your familia.
And I know I'll never see them again. It'll never happen. I've gone this long without seeing them. What's the chances of twice in a lifetime now?
But now they never forget you. We had a lovely trip to the city, and oh God, old Lady Watley's son waddled in, threw cash around. We had boat drinks. We had some big floating chocolate mess at the end of the night. It was fantastic. He's doing great. He's in that satellite radio.
Oh, they were dying through their desserts. You know, just loving it, because these are big,
That's
giant, fancy desserts.
It's great.
And they're going out of their minds, and with every moan of satisfaction, I'm getting more pissed.
You know who you are now, Fax?
Who? Fez.
You're a legend. You're the fucking legend now, the New York legend. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your money.
I'd rather have my 400 back than be a legend than around their fishing village be toted as some sort of money god.
I've never felt so happy. This finally, I figured out what makes me happy. What that thing is like in... what's that movie, Billy Crystal, when you have to try one thing?
Oh, yeah, City Slickers. Find your one thing.
My one thing is Fez miserable and broke. That's the one thing that gives me joy.
Well, I know where I lost my smile. Shelley's Red Eye Grill, 56th and 7th.
I know for a fact you've eaten it 10 times on somebody else's tab.
Yes, and I've enjoyed it every other time.
Mark, you're on Run Fez.
Yeah, Fezzy, you know, if you went up to Newfoundland, you were saying yesterday on yesterday's show that your relatives were from Newfoundland?
Right.
Some of them are from Newfoundland, but they've gone to Toronto.
Back and forth, they're all over.
They're all, yeah, they're
like
all,
hobos. They're running around Canada like
wherever the work is.
Wherever they can pick fruit.
Well, there's no fruit in Toronto, but anyway, if you went to Newfoundland and you decided to stay for a week, a month, a year, they would foot the bill for you tooth and nail. You wouldn't have to pay a cent, and they would make you feel...
I'm sure that $400 would get them through the winter.
Probably longer than that in Newfoundland.
You know what, Mark?
Probably longer than that in Newfoundland. What's that?
In Newfoundland, if I went and stayed with my relatives for a month, you know who would foot the bill? The Canadian government. Not one of them works. They're all on the Canadian pension.
What's that mean, the Canadian pension? Welfare?
Old,
yeah.
No.
Did any of them ever work before?
No. They all did things. They all they would make furniture or something like that, and then sell it. Get paid under the table.
Right.
None of them actually ever, went out and filled out a W-2 and had a job.
Not a taxable income.
No, they make fishing lures or really stupid shell jewelry or rock jewelry, whatever they have on their beaches there. They shine up rocks.
The whole Newfie experience is beyond me. I don't even understand it.
They have to be the most primitive white people on the planet.
I saw an Earl that almost got you off the hook until he... But I saw that shipping news, and I was depressed so bad I felt like hanging myself by the end of the film. There's not a tree in Newfoundland.
No, it's all rock.
And the cottages are just boxes and dank and...
Right, yeah, it's just a mess. That was that Kevin Spacey movie. I didn't make it through there.
Yeah.
And that's where my family's from. It's pathetic. But boy, they thought they died and went to heaven last night.
Scott, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, guys, I got to tell you, the day started off terrible, but it's gotten so much better. I just wanted to say thanks for the Fezatorial, Fez.
Yeah, good Fezatorial.
That was not a Fezatorial. That was a chapter from my real miserable life.
Do us a favor. Don't waste our time with that tomorrow. No Fezatorial tomorrow.
There will be a Fezatorial tomorrow. The real Fezatorial.
Make it about this.
About relatives taking advantage?
Yeah. They're good people. They're Canadians.
They're pathetic people. If you go to Newfoundland, right, you know what? Any of their houses, they're way up high, and there's no steps walking up to the house. Because if they put steps on the front of the house to get in the front door, that means the house is completed and they have to start paying tax on it. So their houses, as many years as they've been in them, they've never had to pay any sort of tax there because their house is still incomplete because they didn't put the front steps on to get in the place.
I never even heard of such a thing. So nobody has steps up there.
No, not at the front door. You go in the back door, you can get in the back way, but unless you build that little porch and those steps that walk up to the front door, your house isn't done. So they scam the taxes on it.
I would just like to say to the government of Canada, you're being taken advantage of by these Newfies. This is too far gone.
And last night they actually, I think maybe on their third or fourth round of drinks, actually... No,
I know they didn't drink that much. I know they didn't.
No lie, they toasted Newfoundland. They toasted Newfoundland. It's like toasting a frozen Beirut.
Hey, Bill, you're on Run Fez.
Yeah, I agree with Fez because you get guests from out of town. You stock the refrigerator. They buy the booze for the house, and if you go out, they put the bill. That's just standard.
Absolutely not. He never met these people. They weren't staying at his house. His mom set up a dinner date from a nice, lovely restaurant Fez has taken her to before. She thought they would love it. They went there, had the time of their life.
When I got the original call from my mother, I thought for sure she was going to say they wanted to stay at your house. Because all she said was they were coming to New York City.
Yeah.
And my first question is, where are they staying?
You got off cheap. Steve, you're on Run Fez.
Yeah, Fez is a whiner, and it's days like these I really miss Soundboard Fez. See ya.
Soundboard Fez would have picked that up in a heartbeat.
Soundboard Fez doesn't have a dime to his name.
Did you take your lovely girlfriend out with him?
No, I wasn't able to take Don Cumia, Anthony's sister, with me.
Well, that's right. She doesn't know that you two are dating.
Yes, she does. I just didn't. I was embarrassed of my family, Ron. I was shameful. And I didn't want her to see these animals.
I agree. Finally, once I agree with you, you are shameful. This is a shameful story.
I didn't want her meeting my family yet.
Do me a favor. Take me and Earl and Dave out to lunch today.
I do not. Well, I can't. I won't be able to pay for another dinner for probably a good 6 months now.
Here's our buddy, a restaurateur. It's Hard Rock Johnny. Johnny.
Hello, boys.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, look, I love listening to the show. I hate hearing you whine, Fez. If you got to take them out again, it's on me at the Hard Rock tonight. So that way we could just move along with the show. Move along, be funny.
Johnny's willing to spend his money.
They're on a bus back to Canada right now. Where were you 24 hours ago? I even brought it up around David Burke yesterday, where I'm like, maybe I'll take the relatives to the Hawaiian Tropic Zone. Nothing.
No bite, huh?
You restaurateurs.
I would have done it. You know me.
Oh, yeah, he's the best.
And I always give dessert with the meal.
Dessert is part of the meal.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
It was a huge part last night.
Stop crying, seriously.
Why can't they all get one of their brownie surprises, and then just share it? They all take a bite of it.
They're hungry people.
They wanted all their own desserts, Fezzy.
They're from the, from the north. Those people, they stock up. It's a long winter coming.
And not even, I didn't order dessert. I am trying to keep a lid on this tab.
Right.
And do you think they would offer me a bite of theirs? No, they're like, are you sure you don't want to order something?
Maybe they did. You just couldn't hear them through your tears.
And I'm like, let me check my safe deposit box. No, I don't.
Next time they come back, you got dinner on me with them.
There you go.
Thank you, Johnny.
If you're looking for a place for a nice date with you and your new girlfriend, Dawn Cumia, I'd be more than happy to buy that, too.
Those two have never been in the same room together, as far as I know.
We have to. Check out her MySpace page. MySpace.com/DDRocks, ROXXX.
Somebody talked to her the other day, and I think her response was, I have no idea where this came from. I really don't get it. I don't know whether they're making fun of me. I don't understand why he makes up lies.
She's a very private person.
I'm there right now.
Talk about it.
She talks to everybody but you. All right, buddy.
See ya.
See you later, Johnny.
Thanks, Hard Rock Johnny.
Well, anyway, you had a good time. You got out of your house.
I don't want to go out at night.
Think of it this way. You missed Lost.
I know. I have no idea what happened on Lost last night.
Let me tell you, a major character got killed.
No, don't tell me any of these things.
You don't want to know?
No.
You have a TiVo, or I thought your TiVo wasn't working.
I got the TiVo up and running because it had frozen up before, so I got it, and I just haven't seen it yet.
Let me ask you this. Is one of your favorite characters on Lost Locke?
Yes, I love Locke.
Not anymore.
What?
Not anymore.
Don't not ruin Lost for me. See? This tab won't go. I'm still paying for this bill. It's still going on.
And last night was the finale to Project Runway.
Yeah, I have no idea who won that. I got home so late because then they wanted to see the David Letterman show is done.
I just want to also say congratulations to that ugly Wonder Boy-looking guy with the tattoos all over his throat.
Man, I didn't see it.
But it is a shocker that bum would win, and his clothes look like shit.
Jeffrey won?
Yeah, Uli was ripped off. Uli, people were actually standing and clapping during the show and going crazy. And then they're interviewing people later. Who did you think won? Oh, Uli. Oh, it was all Uli. And they turn around and give it to the other guy. I'll never watch that fucking show again.
I liked Uli the whole season long.
Here's a bad gimmick, though. NBC laid off a bunch of people. And now they say they're going to stop sinking money into scripted shows. So apparently the only thing that we're going to get on network TV in the future is reality shows and game shows.
Yeah, it's going to be more briefcases getting opened up with Howie Mandel, I guess.
Now, I don't know what I would do if I was someone buying ads. I don't think I'd start to think in the ad business. They're really going low rent on me.
Yeah, so I guess some of these new dramas that they put out there, like Studio 60 and Heroes and stuff like that, they must not be seeing the return.
I guess not.
To go ahead and say, cut back on scripted shows. No scripted shows between 8 and 9 p.m., right there in prime time. So no new sitcoms they're developing, no new dramas for that hour.
Everything will be either a game show or a reality show.
Exactly, where they don't need a writer.
I'm just done with the reality shows. I don't care who gets voted off. It's such a stupid premise because, like normally on a show, when you're going along and you need stuff, you add people. You don't get rid of the star at week 3 and then run on for another 15 weeks.
So I guess all they're going to have to pay now is maybe some interns to look up trivia questions that they can ask in prime time.
Hey, Luke, you're on fire today because you're pissed.
Oh, I'm ticked.
Luke, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, you better calm down a little bit because think about what another heart attack is going to cost you, buddy.
Yeah, that's true.
Wouldn't be good.
They were asking me, how's your heart? And I'm just thinking it's pounding out of my chest as I watch you order yet another appetizer.
And this is a total fucking shoot. This cheap bastard is not performing at all for you. He is the world's most fucking frugal prick alive. First of all, I know you're pissed just about catching the subway over there. That set you back $4.
Yeah, that's another $4 off my card that I ain't getting back.
Nate, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie, ring that cowbell, because there's absolutely no way that Fez did not squirt out some tears after having to pick up that check.
I bet he did. I bet he cried the fucking whole time. It's just not fair.
We walked down Broadway to Times Square after the meal, and I had to walk back over to 6th Avenue. They finally went back to their hotel. I'm surprised they didn't invite me over to pay the tab there when they checked out. So I'm walking back over to 6th Avenue, a few blocks over, my head down in the dark, and just kicking the sidewalk. Can't believe what had just happened to me. I was ticked.
Well, let it go. You spent some money, had a good time. You got to be proud of yourself.
I can't walk past that restaurant anymore, because I know what happened to me there. That was the scene of an assault.
Hey, Marianne, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you?
Good, thank you. I hate to say it, but once again, he did this for one reason only. His mother told him to. He always listens to Mumsy.
You know, that's true, Fez. This is just more child abuse.
Yep.
Marianne scared the hell out of me because that's one of the cousins' names, and I thought she was calling from the bus.
But that is true, Fezzy. This is something that you wouldn't do except for this woman in Florida told you to. This is what this is all about.
Yeah, I got totally set up on this one. My mother told them first that I would love, to have them for dinner.
Yeah.
Take them to dinner. And then I find out about it afterwards.
Why couldn't you say this now that you're an adult? Mom, I'm not going to sit around and spend a night with old ladies. That ain't going to happen.
I should have.
Yes. There's a lot of things you should have done.
I should have stood up to her.
When do you ever?
Oh, I do.
When you're flying back every third weekend? Because it's someone's birthday or anniversary, or you have to throw a party for those people?
Oh, she's going to hear about this one.
Where do you have to pay for the country music concert?
Oh, that's right. Whatever it is, it always comes back. Trying to buy love. Oh, look who it is. It's Fatty Demonia attempting to buy his family's love and respect.
It was a gospel concert anyway, Marianne. White Southern gospel. As white as you can get.
Either way, it just sounds expensive.
It's true. It's the only thing you spend your money on. Trying to buy love that you can't seem to purchase.
Well, eventually they'll be gone, and I will be able to say, you know what? I did the right things.
Bullshit. You'll be standing over some grave with a giant wreath, still attempting to buy love. Trying to get a fucking statue for those people.
Maybe I'll get some of the stuff back.
Whitetail, you're on Ron and Fez.
Mahabone, my brothers.
Yeah.
How you doing? Ron, I was wondering, man, if you'd let me into the big-ass prize closet, seeing how Fezzy's doing all this crying today.
No, I only want the big-ass prize closet opens up when Sentimental Fez starts crying. That's the Fez that we like.
Yeah, this isn't any sort of, I got emotional tears. This is me just biting through my lip mad tears.
Yeah, he's more angry. I like, the other Fez. Life is hard. I'm going to just start sobbing, Fez.
Well, things get to me, and the problem is, they get to me when I least expect it.
Yeah.
I never know when something's going to hit me.
I miss you being on all the meds. That's when you would really start crying. And we only let on about 5% of when you started crying on this show.
Oh,
sometimes you would just go in the corner and cry.
Yeah, sometimes it would just be a huddled mess.
And then I'd get an email that says, Ron, you're hogging the mic. More Fez, please. I'm going, oh, boy. I ought to fucking put him on, you pricks.
If I could get him out from under the console.
Earl?
Yeah.
In the future, I want you to go along with Fez as his date when something like this comes up.
Oh, that would have been perfect. If I had taken Earl with me and sat down at the table with the 4 whitest people ever.
Here comes Mr. Perfect.
That meal would have been over so fast, they would have ordered soup and left.
It would have been the perfect evening.
Tomorrow we end up getting your pick, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way, yesterday, this was my favorite thing ever. After the show, Fez does a surprise pop quiz for Earl and Dave, trying to see how fast they could find information for him.
Yeah, we have the computer system here at XM is called the Delete. and it has everything in it. Any sort of parody song, any sort of bit we may have pre-recorded, sound effects, any song you would want.
And your feeling was they weren't getting to it quick enough.
Yeah, my problem is they can't find things when we ask for them.
So, first of all, you had 10 questions. What kind of questions were they?
What I did was I made 2 separate lists, 10 each, 10 items, just random things that they would have to find in the Delette and how fast they could find them.
Now, this is the funny thing. I mean, we sit around talking, our after-show talk for like 30 minutes or so, talking about the Mets, and these guys are acting like it's going to be over, and just regular stuff. Suddenly, Fez reaches into his bag and goes, all right, let's go. It's time for training. Earl, get behind there. And everyone does it. No one says, what the fuck are you talking? Fez, what are you talking about with a fucking fire drill? Earl went running in there. He could not wait to be tested.
Yeah.
How did Earl do?
Earl did great. The 10 things that I asked him to find.
To perfection.
He had an average of 8 seconds finding things in the computer system.
Wow. That's pretty damn quick, Earl.
Close to perfect.
Now, how does the redheaded stepchild do?
The redheaded stepchild, with the things he could find, there were some that we finally just had to say incomplete. He's never going to find them in the system. The things he could find, he averaged 10 seconds longer than Earl, 18 seconds.
All right, so he, about 2.5 times longer for him to find stuff than Earl. And that's on stuff that he can find.
Yeah,
he had
right.
incompletes.
Yeah, but
So that would have taken us up to like hours.
Can I just say that one of my incompletes was never in the Delette system, and Earl lied.
Isn't it your job also to get things in the Delette system?
All right, it was also something I know we had, so if it wasn't in the Delette system, it must be on a CD somewhere. So you should have been able to find it on CD.
That would have been great.
Oh,
if
man.
he would have hopped up.
I thought that would be like going out of bounds. I thought...
Fez, I love the drills.
I said I want to find these things, and we are under show conditions.
Yeah, we were.
I was so weirded out by this, I just left. I don't know.
I noticed you didn't want to be around for my training drills.
Well, it was like a fake fire department. I mean, the fire department has real jobs. Of course they have to train. But we're not the Coast Guard here. There's no reason for this.
The only thing
the reason is they can't find anything when we ask for it.
True.
Yeah, what was going through my mind was, like, why are we doing this? Why is this going on?
You never voiced that concern.
I was afraid. I was very much afraid to.
But once again, you're in Earl's shadow. It happens over and over.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, too, because he's Mr. Sensitive. I shouldn't be in Earl's shadow anymore. Why should I be? I mean, the guy...
He beat you by 10 seconds.
Well, the guy's been trained. I'm going to start training and everything, and things will pick up.
That's what Fez is trying to tell you. Anthony, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yeah, here's a quick observation. Earl lives at the goddamn studio. That's why he fucking finds things so easy.
You know what? I love it. I love the Team Bennington takes not just a win, but a gigantic win, like Ohio State playing William and Mary, just running it up.
I don't think Dave had anything on his list that came in under 10 seconds.
Oh, there was something there. But you know what? Can I just say this? If you're going to play the Mr. Perfect theme song for Earl Douglas, he really should exemplify what a Mr. Perfect is, and not... Like, for instance, this morning, I stepped on his foot. Very harmlessly. I have Converse All-Stars on. He's got fucking Doc Martens. And the shriek that comes out of Earl's mouth is so preposterous.
I was on the phone with him, and
Dave,
he said that you submarined him.
Dave, it was your foot hitting the chair, which hit the back of my foot, which took my shoe off.
What are you doing slamming around when I'm on the phone with Earl, and I hear, oh, my God, the phone hit the ground, and I'm going, Earl? What is it? Is it 9/11, boy? Come on. If you can't speak to me now, try to do Morse code, tapping it out.
The reason why is because he's Mr. Glass. He is the most brittle fucking human. And Pitts can back me up on Tuesday. I barely touched him. And it really is like someone getting thrown off a building.
This is coming from someone who can't even be touched. I'm Mr. Glass. You guys can't even touch you.
Because I'm homophobic. There's a huge difference. You don't...
Well, you're in the wrong job.
I've
the wrong show.
Pitts is there, Mr. B. He's a witness, too, and he knows.
Pitts, you going to back up this Mr. Glass thing I'm hearing about?
He's really fragile, Ron.
Yeah.
It's one thing after another with the shoulder or the foot. I love the guy, but he's really got to...
All right, remember who else used to have this reputation as fragile? Fez Whatley used to scream at interns for running in the office too close to his feet. They wouldn't even touch his feet before Grandma would start complaining.
Oh, yeah, and the feet and fingers. Both of the extremities there, very sensitive, and those idiots would constantly bang something into me. I'm so glad there's a new pair of feet getting stepped on around here.
All right, Earl, come on in here, and we'll see who... Yeah, Pitsy, jump over. All you got to do is sit there, Pitsy. I ain't going to do anything crazy. I ain't going to do anything crazy.
There may be a Dillette drill at any moment.
No Dillette drills. All right, Earl, come on over. Fez, stand up. Earl, stand up. So you can take the foot challenge, where let's see how much you can do to both of them.
Am I the one administering the foot?
Yeah.
Thank God. I get a little payback on Fez for yesterday.
I don't want you to try to damage them.
Okay.
I want to see who can take the least amount of pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try out Earl first.
Yeah.
That was just a regular stomp. Right. And see, this is my point. Now he's going to act. He's going to act for Ron. Okay.
Ow! Crap! You take a toenail off! Holy shit!
I'm sorry. I had to do it.
It wasn't so much the force of it, it was where you caught me.
I apologize. I thought I was supposed to do the drill.
All right, now let's go into to hand crushing. Let's work on Earl's hand.
Man.
Okay. I'm just going to slap it. Here we go.
Why don't you just squeeze it?
Yeah. Earl had it on the table, and I slapped my fucking big Irish paw on it.
All right, go ahead, Fezzy.
Okay.
Hand slap.
Okay.
Oh, man! Were you trying to take it off of my wrist?
Now let's go squeeze. Squeeze the hands.
Squeezables?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, interesting. Earl put his right hand out.
Come on. All right, that's it. Now you're trying to rip. That's not it.
All right. Here's what we do.
Let me come over.
Okay.
Here comes Ronnie.
Each of you give me your hand. Each of you put your hand in. Now, Feds, you're getting the left and not the right. Oh, first of all, I feel like I just grabbed a baby's ass when I touched Fez's hand. You got the hands of a guy who really shouldn't even have $400. All right, are you ready, boys?
We are ready.
I'm going to try to put the same pressure down.
All right, stop. I'm tapping.
All right, that's a tie. Neither one of them can take it. Just stand on their feet without doing anything else.
Okay.
Stand on each foot at the same time. All right, Earl, you got steel-tip boots on.
And Ron, can I add that...
All right, shoes off. We got to have shoes off.
No, not shoes off. I hate shoes off.
Can I add that I was stepping on his Doc Martens with Chuck Taylor's, and he did groan, and now he's trying to be tough guy.
No, you hit me in where the Achilles was.
Impossible.
Why did you cry earlier when he hit you?
No, because I was standing pretty much like this way. He came across like this. And the chair hit me in the back where my Achilles tendon was and took me down like this.
All right.
I overheard Earl say I chop blocked him.
Yes, he did say that.
I
chop blocked?
Yeah.
What am I, Lila Zato?
All right, here's the final test.
Man, I got the shoes off.
All right, shoes off?
Yeah, my shoes are off.
All right, yours too, Fez?
My shoes are off.
Now, with each foot at the same time, step on both feet and see who goes out there first. So lower them both down at the same time.
Okay.
Two feet of yours, each on a different foot of theirs, and go.
Okay.
Oh, ow.
Not putting any
I'm
pressure.
out. Get him off me. Get him off. Get him off me.
Okay, I'm off.
All right, now here's the only way to settle this. Each of you take your wallets out. Each of the wallets. They both keep their wallets in their fucking front pocket because they don't want to get mugged. You fucking pussies. All right, hand it to Dave. Each of you hand your... And I'll Dave run. Just run. Get out of here. Go. Go, Dave.
Bring me back that wallet.
And keep running, Red Boy. Run.
We should call the cops on him.
You ought to.
Big red retard running down 7th
First of all, Fez tried to call the cops on his goddamn ants last night. His new ants that he should be loving.
Look at how he broke the skin on my hand.
You can't break the skin by squeezing.
No, when he did the hand thing, he hit me square on bone. That's why I just jumped
Stop
up.
being a crybaby. You guys are adult males. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Who's this, Joe?
Yes, it's Joe from North Carolina.
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, I want to say that all you got to do to make Earl scream is burn a cross and crack a whip.
White people are so scared of black people.
I wish there was something opposite of the prize closet that we could send people, where we could send them and actually cost them.
They had to give us one of their belongings.
Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, I just heard Fezzy crying there. How about the big-ass prize closet?
Fez screamed, he yelped, no tears.
It just sure sounded like a cry from here.
No tears. I check his eyes at all times.
Yeah, no tears here. Bruising starting to show up on my foot.
No, it isn't.
Yes, I believe so.
Oh,
right
my
up
God.
there.
You did bruise
Look at that.
You must be an
Look at
infant. You must... First of all, look how white those feet are.
They don't see the light of day, my friend. I don't like my feet exposed.
You come from Florida, and you do not have any sun on your feet.
There is no... Maybe in the shower is the only time I do not have footwear on of some sort, whether it's socks or slippers or shoes.
Dave gave me my wallet back. There's no money in my wallet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't think there's any money going in.
I have money missing as well.
Okay. I'm not going to confirm or deny. I did find...
Maybe you guys didn't have the money you thought you had.
No, I know I had the money.
It's so much thinner.
There's nothing in it.
First of all, Fez, you got fucking Confederate money in your wallet. That's how long it's been since you opened it.
How typical of them to check, though, so quickly.
I know it is.
So quickly.
Fez, you paid last night with a Confederate Express card. You cheap old fuck. Chad, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Fezzy, I was just wondering, since I don't know you, will you take my family out to dinner?
Well, it's Cousin Chad that I never met before.
Why don't we start and do this? Fez opens up a new program, Take a Listener to Lunch. So it's a listener, 3 of their friends go out with Fez.
Who's paying for that?
You are. I suggest 9th caller.
No, there is no Lunch with Fez contest.
Or we'll tie it in with O&A's Fat Girl contest.
Munchin' Fez Fridays.
I cannot afford to take any of the Fatty Pig Fatties out.
Which, by the way, I think that's going to keep people from joining. There's something about the name of that contest.
Fatty Pig Fatty?
Yeah. That I think is going to keep people from signing up. Hey, Turtle. Turtle, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, guys, I just wanted to let you all know that Whackbag's gotten together and set up a PayPal account, and we have purchased a MiFi for Westside.
You son of a bitch.
Should be... What's that?
You son of a bitch. Seriously.
That's a lovely present for your girlfriend.
I just called you a son of a bitch because...
Fuck you, buddy. It's going to be in Death Metal Mo's hands tomorrow, and we've got a little blackmail, a little extortion.
Death Metal Mo, traitor, first of all.
How's he a traitor?
Traitor to everyone. I'm friends with Death Metal Mo. How could he betray me like that?
He gives your girlfriend a lovely gift. That's not bad.
That is bad, Mr. B. It's my private. It's my chick. I don't want that.
About to thank you.
I am not going to thank you. And
what is your problem with her having one?
Listening to this show and hearing myself talk. Hearing myself talk about dogs and the whole deal.
You might realize how repulsive you actually are.
That's a possibility. But listen, the whole point is she's not getting that MiFi, dude.
Why not?
Because it's an invasion of privacy. How are you even going to give her a MiFi anyway? You'll know her address.
Well, we don't. We have people in the New York area who know where you guys live, and Death Metal Mo will have the MiFi tomorrow.
Sounds like Mikey D's back involved.
Any more disparaging comments about Whackbag and your girlfriend will have a brand new MiFi.
All right, listen, I just want to say right now that No. Fuck Whackbag.
Where does
How
that
about
come
that?
from?
How about that?
Oh,
You thought I was going to apologize, Turtle, but I didn't. I slipped it the way FBA people do, the way full-blown AIDS moderators do. We twist on you, we turn, and we come out in the end.
What?
Okay, well,
we come out in the end.
Your girlfriend's going to enjoy her new MiFi.
What is wrong with your girlfriend having a MiFi?
What's wrong with it is because she will hear the show and she will hear me talking, and yes, she will probably
breaking up with me.
Because of it.
You know, we're kind of in the business of...
Fantastic.
We're in the
that
business
would make
of...
us so happy.
You know, Turtle, in all honesty, can you go out? Can you get a job?
And having a dog lick your balls. That's
true.
Coming towards you.
A dog licked your balls and you're keeping it away from your girlfriend.
While I don't see anything was wrong with it, for the last time I am somewhat ashamed of that. And it didn't occur again. This is not a fucking habit, Turtle. You fucking jizz mouth.
What are you going to do?
FBA.
What are you going to do if you're up for murder? Hey, it only happened once, and I definitely haven't done it again.
Well, hopefully things don't go to that situation, Mr.
A dog blew you.
You know, it's typical Whackbag, just always sowing the seeds of dissent. You know, such negativity over there.
Over 80 people agreed to this, and all chipped in.
You know, that is sweet. 80 people chipped in to buy you.
Yeah.
A lovely gift.
Well,
is it too late to get in on it?
Well, you know what, Mr. There's like 10,000 or what, even more members of Whackbag. So the fact is, that's what 9,920 people who love me.
What's the answer? What's the answer, dummy?
The answer for what? What do I have to do? I'm not apologizing.
The calculation. What percentage of people on Whackbag chipped in? Come on, what's the answer?
I have no idea. Here's the percentage. 85% of Eastside Dave Whackbag haters on Whackbag suck my cock. How about that?
Where does that come from? Now, hold on. I look over. Look who just comes in the studio. Your new buddy, Bam. How you doing, Bam?
How are you?
Hey, General Bam.
We're doing great. We're loving Eastside Dave over at Full
And I love being a part of what I consider the best new website.
It is the best new website.
Now, why would you guys take in Eastside Dave?
For pure comedic genius.
I know.
Now
you're lying.
No. Excuse me. This is the general talking, Turtle.
I have to say, he not because he's a great stand-up comic or a funny person like you, Ron, but just because of the way he acts and the way he just because of the way he acts and the way he posts. Oh wow, what a laugh we get.
Really?
Thank you.
He is the only moderator on FBA that doesn't know how to start a new thread.
Well, I'm learning, all right? But here's the thing. It's apparent FBA, they get things over there.
What does that mean?
Well, what that means, Mr. B, is Whackbag, not very bright. Bunch of, dare I say, monkeys with keyboards. Whereas FBA, people with sense of humor, people, elite.
We're primates, not humans yet.
Superior is what I was going with comedic, with understanding comedy.
Oh, and we love him there. We have a new Eastside Dave fan club called, and they get these little cards. They're called Dick cards, Dave identification cards.
Oh, become a Dick holder immediately. That's a Dave identification card holder.
Yeah, appropriate.
Go to FBA.com for your info.
There's a thread there. You can sign up and you get your Dick card number. I'm Dick card number 88.
That's right. And I came in today, O&A, and Stalker Patty was outside. She says she's a dick holder as well. So it's growing very fast.
Fez, you're a dick holder. You got a card?
Dave. I don't have a card.
And Turtle, by the way, I just wanted everyone on FBA to know that Turtle will not become an official dick holder. Because I will use, that's where I use my moderator status. And as soon as this show's over, buddy, you're banned from fullblownage.com. You're banned. You're out.
Why don't you learn how to start a thread?
Okay, after I learned how to start a thread, I'm banning Turtle.
Well, why do you think I stopped by?
Turtle?
I have to teach him how to do this.
Yeah, but
we will make sure that Westside gets the present, because it's not up to you to block. These people bought her a lovely gift.
Why would you do that now, Mr. B?
I would need the address so it can be shipped to her, because I'm not sure if Mo has it, right. or actually your guys' in-studio address, and that would be
I'll tell Mo to get a hold of Earl, and we will make sure it gets put directly into her hands.
Wow, that's very upsetting.
Because, Dave, that would go against XM. Once this thing gets turned on, she's an XM subscriber.
Well, Dave, what you can actually do is you can just call up under her name and have the channel blocked, because it is a premium channel.
Yeah, she'll like that.
If you are such a coward, you would probably do that.
Turtle, you're the coward, my friend.
Well, I'm sorry, what was that, buddy?
You're a coward.
Fuck
Why?
you.
Eat the dick.
I do like the comeback, fuck you. It did working on you. I had nowhere to go with it.
You got me.
Carl, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you?
Hey, buddies.
Yeah.
Dave, I just thought it was funny that it took 85 whackbaggers to come up with $100 to buy one of these things.
Thank you, Carl. Carl's probably from FBA. That's why he came up with that.
Baby steps, guys.